Chuck and the crew have done a great job for us. We have the Senator. It's called It's Joe Time. The Senator answering questions, and you've been pelted. You're making your way back over. This time the question must have been tough because you have a beer in your hand. Nagel in studio.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. So each week Nagel comes in to our studio with a craft beer of the week. And this is a Saranac product,
This
right?
is a brand new Saranac product. And I predict that we're going to get Joe Lode calling in a frothy tizzy because this is replacing a very popular Saranac product this year.
Oh.
And this year you'll only be able to find the Oktoberfest in the variety packs. And for their secondary seasonal six-pack, they have a brand new beer. It's called Citra Pils. And it's named Citra Pils because of the citra hop that it uses. So the name is very alliterative. It's a very citrusy hop, as you can taste. It's
and all hop, no citrus.
well, no, there's nothing added to it.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
And you taste it?
So we're starting to work on autumn already. That's the only thing that worries me, Nagel.
I hear you. You know, as soon as track season starts, I start thinking about winter. So,
Well,
you
you
know,
have to. I mean, think about it. We're already doing there are already back-to-school commercials
oh, absolutely.
that are on, and I hate to say it, we haven't left July, and we're talking NFL action.
I still get,
I still want some. I'm still longing for a shandy, you know, because that reminds me of summer.
The shandy.
the
Now
shandy
you got Joe
debacle.
Lode
There we
going,
go.
Yeah.
He's dialing now.
Yeah,
No, I still get anxiety from those back to school commercials. So
I know. I feel the same way. But this is really good. It does have a
Excellent.
citrus taste, and what is interesting is how the hops provide that.
yes, absolutely. And
Yeah.
there's a little bit of Pilsner malt that shines through in there, so it's got a little bit more body than the summer pills. You can try this tonight on at Saranac Thursdays. They've got Enter the Haggis, before Great American Irish Fest, obviously.
Nice.
And 2 nights of Mo, tomorrow night and Saturday night. So we're going to be down there all weekend having a great time.
What a weekend with everything going on.
Yeah.
You have the Irish Fest going on as well. There's just a lot happening here.
Yeah.
A lot going on in the area. And
Yes.
you had said last week there were concerts all over the place.
Sure, yeah.
And I saw it. I was parked somewhere, and it might have been a Walmart or something, but people coming in, you could tell they were out of town.
Yep.
These shows bring people from out of the
Absolutely.
area. It's an influx of cash.
One neat thing I just saw on Facebook is that one of the guys who works with Mo is going to be renting electric bikes. So if you're coming in from out of town or you have friends coming in from out of town, they want to see the city, they can come down and rent an electric bike, like a big fat tire mountain bike that has a little electric engine on it.
That is cool.
Down at the brewery. So something cool.
All right.
Check it out on Facebook.
All right, love it. All right, Nagel, good stuff. You
Yeah,
can
thank
check
you.
this out. This will be at Saranac Thursday tonight.
Thanks, Nagel.
Yep.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Here's a question for the Senator. Are you
My
ready?
favorite, Lisa Myers is here. You know
I
Lisa,
see,
Right?
yes.
I said she's my favorite Ash.
Get right
Except
at
for Beverly.
the favorite Ash.
Yeah.
She's the favorite Ash. Here's your question from Constantine. Can you ask Joe what he thinks about Ivanka Trump holding a fundraiser for New York or New Jersey Senator Booker in 2013? What about Trump's past donations to and associations with groups most conservatives detest? What about his family, so smart and savvy, yet not able to navigate their own ways as to participate in the New York State GOP primary? I don't mind the grand old party. I'm paraphrasing here. I don't mind them being kicked, but Democrats are short of sworn enemies. GOP lost their way with common folks. I love seeing them moan and suffer. However, I'll close this by him saying I don't believe I could vote for Hillary, but I'm having a real tough time voting for Donald Trump, and I don't think he really wants it. If he did, he'd be more disciplined. And
Well, Consti makes a good point at the end that we're all trying to figure out right now, but it's a grand old party with a brand new face. And I think that when you look at this, when you talk about contributions in the past and everything, look, a lot of these people are changing their philosophy, or they're also re-enrolling. I mean, Ronald Reagan was a Democrat and then became a Republican. Trump was a Democrat who became a Republican. I didn't understand what President Clinton said the other night, but it sounded like he said that Hillary Clinton's family, maybe Hillary was originally a Republican.
They were
and
Republicans,
then became
yeah.
a Democrat.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can chastise some people that have made those changes.
I think his complaint is
And the fact that you have a businessman making contributions in the past, I mean, you see that all the time. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
they're going to invest in both candidates because in the end they're going to try to approach. I mean, that's the system right now, whether we like it or want to change it, but that's what happens. So I don't know that you can discredit someone because of past donations. The concern I would have is his last sentence that you said. You know, when you're trying to win something, you don't want to sabotage your own efforts, and you have to exercise some discipline.
And the attacks that he's made on Republicans. Look at the stuff he's said about Ted Cruz. Do you think Ted Cruz's father is responsible for the death of JFK?
I'm not a Ted Cruz fan, so I don't know anything about that. But I think that in campaigns people say a lot of heated. There's a lot of look at the things that Obama and Hillary said about each other, 8 years ago. So.
Can't compare, but I like the comparison. Good try. We do have some Trump supporters here. Quickly. So Mr. Griffo has kind of entered the Trump corner here.
Well, I'm so happy that he has entered. Nice to see you, Mr. Griffo.
Good to see everybody.
So are you guys pleased with, what about yesterday? The comments about the Russia and the emails.
There's nothing about what Trump said that's espionage. What he said was, and he was sarcastic, he said if Russia finds him someplace in cyberspace, return him to the FBI. Well, who released him in cyberspace? Hillary Clinton did. She's the one with the server that she was not supposed to have. She's the one that's going to create espionage. If they're found, then she should be in prison. The FBI should take her to prison.
These are your peeps.
I think that the convention and our campaign need to focus on the positive vision for the future of America. Again, I disagree with what was said yesterday. But I also think that the press are misrepresenting how and what was said. So, there's going to be a lot of issues that have to be discussed, and I just hope that this is a businessman who needs to exercise some discipline as you approach and undertake a campaign, because the people will react in different ways. And I think in the end, if you want to win something, you need to prepare yourself and to engage in a way that you're not going to continually trip over yourself, too. So, the emails are an issue, and we talked about that, and I think as a result of that conversation, people are talking about them again. I just think it could have been handled, and I wish it would have been handled differently.
All right, guys. No signs, no protest, anything like that? They're out there. They're out. Look at them out there. Honking out for Trump in front of Daylight Donuts. Joe, thank you. It's Joe time. Great job.
Thanks for being here covering today.
You had a big crowd.
Who came out.
You drew today. You really
drew. Thanks to the Sodales for hosting us.
Gotta go. Thank you to Daylight Donuts. Enjoy your day. WIBX.